You're listening to Radio Multiverse.
Welcome, most honored guest, to Radio Multiverse RPG. Please allow me, Ramsey, to be your humble guide as I take you through this mysterious world called Eberron. Yes, that is right. Today we shall be continuing our perilous journey through the savage world of Eberron. But have no fear, for you will be protected by these brave adventurers. Nico! Are you ready for the task at hand?
Damn right I am.
Good, good.
Let's do it.
I heard you'll be abandoning your old adventure and picking up a new one.
That is correct. I thought a change of pace might be called for, and indeed it was.
And what kind of person will you be playing today?
I am going to be enigmatic and say you shall see.
Oh, okay. Very well. Enigmatic it is. And next up we have the daring do-gooder known as Dries. Hello, Dries.
Hello.
Are you ready for adventure?
I think I'm gonna be seasick for a while.
Oh yes, that's a good point. Last we left off, we were ready to depart to the continent known as Xen'drik, and that will indeed involve a trip over the seas.
Yes, because
thanks for reminding us.
As my character is a dwarf, he only prefers the solid ground.
Yeah, and right he is.
And last time he was airborne, and now he goes on the waves. Sorry, whales.
Yes, whales. Who knows? We might meet some whales. We'll see. And
well, you can always just jump ship and ride the wheels to Xen'drik.
Nah.
Because
not
savage
sure
world, right?
Of course. Next, we have Richard. Hello, Richard.
Hello.
Are you feeling better than last time?
Not really.
Oh, that's not good.
No, but don't worry, I'm still gonna entertain everybody with my weird and interesting ways.
And we all appreciate that, Richard. Anyway, keep your chin up and take it easy.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Take it easy.
And then we of course have Douwe, who will be painting today's canvas, for he is our storyteller. Hello, Douwe.
Hello, Ramses. Hello, everyone. And welcome again to Eberron. You may not hear it right now, but I've got a severe case of the sniffles again. So occasionally I'll be making noises. And using the mute button a lot. If it gets bad.
We have a lot of sick people today. Luckily I'm as fit as a fiddle. And I of course will be playing the most adventurous nobleman in Eberron. It is... Oh crap, what's his name? It is of course Galen Dorian. Wow, I completely forgot my own character's name. How embarrassing. I had to look it up. That's not a good sign.
Do I need to take a Eberron? Do I need to take a prophecy shard from Ramses? What do you think?
No.
Do it.
Let's be merciful this one time.
Yes,
you know,
please.
he would do it to us.
I need
Yes,
those.
you would do it to us.
No, I wouldn't! Lies! I'm super generous.
Yes.
Maybe?
Enough of these wild accusations. Douwe, get on with it. Take the game away. Damn it.
Right. Last we left last we left our heroes, they had successfully put their Warforged captain back together again. And with a yar, enemy hearties, he ordered the ship to set sail.
Before we had the entire crew together, no less.
Luckily, you managed to thwart his enthusiasm for long enough for the last people to get on board. And for those who are willing to do so, who are interested, you may roll a notice.
I will notice.
As the ship is in complete and utter chaos, complete and utter chaos as is usual before cast off.
Come on.
A 4.
Alright. No one else?
I am just. Wait, I don't
give
have
me a
no.
minute, I'm
Well, I'll roll
sorry.
it anyway.
Thing is messing up.
You forgot the wild die?
Well,
A 5.
That's already a 7, and you haven't rolled the wild
No.
die yet.
I don't have any ranks in notice, so
defaulting.
that's a 5. That's 5.
You
But
may also
you can
roll
still
your
roll the
wild die.
wild die. Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, it's a 5. Wow, you're a swashbuckler without notice. All right.
Yeah, I had to make compromises.
7 total.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yes.
All right. Yeah, Rich
Right,
is
in
already
that
playing
case-
our master noticer.
Mm-hmm. Good. I'll do it like that. Yes. Right. As the last of the settlers are just milling about on deck, putting themselves in the way of people actually doing their job, cast-off is a little bit slowed and hectic and chaotic. For Ramses and the new guy, who has not introduced himself to the leader of the pack, you see that the 100 plus settlers have a distinct racial profile, shall we say. You see that there are a lot of pointy ears in your settlement settlers, and a lot of metal men. Let's see what else.
See.
But about a huge chunk, about a third or a quarter, you're not quite certain, is from our Syrians. Syrians are not people from a certain Middle Eastern state, but they are refugees from the country of Syre, which has been who had the great misfortune to have their country completely and utterly annihilated in 3 hours by a magical event that people have yet to understand. It
During
left
the last
their
war.
entire country. Yes, during the last war. It left their entire country
Important detail.
perfectly within the borders that are drawn in the map, a deserted magical wasteland. And what's weirder
bad.
still is that a mysterious mist wall is following those map-drawn borders to the millimeter. Or at least so we think, because the mist wall is about 300 yards wide. Anyway, yes, you have a lot of refugees who probably have nothing more than the clothes on their back and the hope in their eyes.
And you forgot to mention that it's now a wasteland full of hideous monstrosities.
Ah, yes, indeed. The magical, the weird magic, the chaos magic is warping everybody that's inside it. Warforged seem to be immune to the effect, which is why the nefarious Lord of Blades has made their headquarters there. Enough. Syrians, a people who are cursed by a bad fortune. But as I said, there's a lot of halflings there, about 20 warforged, which is a lot. And for our local hobgoblin, you also notice that you have about a dozen, well, maybe 20 hobgoblins who are trying to be stealthy, or who try not to draw too much notice. They stand with a soldier's discipline.
And they're now your responsibility.
Where
And
do
as I notice them, I'm going to walk over. I'm gonna look at them and see if any one of them stands out, like maybe a leader type.
Yes, you see two leader types. You see two leader types. Let me just quickly grab the. There we go. Hobgoblins. Two leader types. One of them is a big, burly hobgoblin with surprisingly gentle eyes. And there is another. The other one seems to be subservient to the first, who has. Well, let me put it this way. He makes his scars work for him. He looks like a demons would walk around him and say and be polite.
All right. I'm gonna walk over to the hobgoblins and I'm gonna nod to the shorter one, and then I'm going to address the bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I thought you said I'm gonna dress the bigger one.
Yes.
I would need to do that too, because without help, hobgoblins can't dress themselves. I'm gonna address the bigger one, and I'm gonna be like, "Wow, I'm glad to see you decided to show up."
Okay, he looks at you, and you just realize that this is not the preacher that you've spoken to, but you do remember him in the crowd, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, he's not a preacher, but he says he thinks for a moment, then gives you a short salute, and says, "Greetings, I am Dorjak Merrick." Dorjak being his rank, making him effectively a captain for us humans that listening.
What would
Sorry, lieutenant. Yeah, no, captain. My mistake.
What would a investigator be in Hobgoblin?
That depends. You're in the two different hierarchies, so
Yeah.
he's there. It depends on how high your rank is. I mean, are you?
Investigator.
It depends on how, because inquisitors have various levels of authority and responsibilities. Some may only investigate private, the misdeeds of privates, for instance.
Well,
But-
since I'm going to
but
be
he's a freelancer.
I'm going to be the highest ranking as far in the new city, then I'm going to obviously be the highest ranking inquisitor.
Mm-hmm. Which
But
is
aren't
why
you
he
a
gave you a salute.
freelancer?
Shut up.
You're just making stuff up.
No. And you don't hear any of this. Shut up, human.
I'm not talking in character. This isn't my in-character voice.
No.
The Merrick, however, this Merrick fellow does indeed treat you with respect.
Ralcor Varlagesh, at your service.
It is an honor to meet you.
And you as well. I see you brought some very able-bodied and very, very
Equipped.
well-mannered and equipped hobgoblins with you.
Because now that you have get a close look, you see that he actually brought a squad of disciplined soldiers with him, each carrying each carrying their own pack with everything a soldier would want to need on a long campaign.
Well, I'm glad to have such distinguished hobgoblins such as yourself with us.
Thanks, sir. Now, we're honored to be working alongside you. To be working alongside you, Mr. Varlagash.
And I am honored to have you working alongside me.
Now, Once we have cast off, we should present ourselves to the leader of this. He looks around at his gear surrounding and goes, outfit with audible disdain.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Now, have your immense detective reasoning found out who this person is?
Well, the man who hired me, I would assume, would be the one who is in charge of this outfit.
Excellent.
And I will introduce you to him as soon as we are away from shore.
And considering this is a long boat ride, we will wait until all his current business are attended to.
Yes, as you can see, these other races do not have the order and the peace that we hobgoblins seem to be masters of. It's all chaotic, so
Indeed.
let us wait for these other inferior races to calm down.
Yeah, you will never see such kasa on a Darguni ship.
No, you wouldn't. You would see order. You would see
efficiency.
Yes, exactly.
Luckily, they have us now to show the right path.
Yes, they do, and I am glad you're here. We are going to show these other races what it is like to be us.
Indeed, to be better.
Yes, exactly. Glad to have you aboard. Make yourselves at home.
We will. They salute. The entire troop actually salutes at you. Yes.
As well.
All right. Ramses. Meanwhile, Galen is. Hi.
I said I.
Okay. For a moment there, I understood hi, which is not something that I would have expected. Right, you're confronted with a huge chaos down below. Settlers are getting in the way of sailors. And settlers are getting in the way. The captain is bellowing at his crew to get those get those foolish landlubbers. Yes, get those foolish landlubbers out of my crew's way. They are disruptive.
I get on top of a crate. I grab a pot and a ladle I found somewhere, and I start clanging them together. May I have your attention, please, my dear fellows and settlers?
Well, everybody just looks at you because you made a spectacle. No, you made a show.
I clear my throat. And I slightly puff out my chest as I get ready to talk. Greetings, everyone. I am Galen Dorian, also known as your employer. Now, you might have noticed that these chaps, these proud sailormen, are hard at work here, and to do their work, they need their space, you see, and you just walking about, you're not really contributing much, so if you please, I'll go down to the hold to your quarters. That would be most appreciated. As soon as we've all embarked, as soon as the ship is on their way, I'm certain that things will calm down a bit, and you'll have time to look around the ship as much as you like. Is that all understood?
Nice. All right. Roll me.
Do I need to roll persuasion or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see how well they do.
Mutiny!
That's too fast.
Snake eyes would be hilarious.
2 5s.
Excellent.
Oh no, it's a 7 because I'm charismatic. I almost forgot. It's a 7.
Alright, it's a 7. Well, in that case, people just nod and everybody just files down. Actually goes down the big staircase to the bottom of the ship.
Yes. I tell them where everything is and stuff.
All right. Well, a few of the sailors help out and give directions and help out with answering the many questions of the settlers. Well, that keeps you busy until until you hear the captains yell out, "All right, all aboard! Who's going? All aboard! Who's going aboard? Arr! We are casting off for Xen'drik, me mateys."
Also, while you're at it, tie that criminal to the mast. That will teach him.
Oh, but
No, I'm just joking. You're already covered in bruises and injuries. I think that's punishment enough. It was just like playing a joke on him.
and then
Confine him to quarters. That's better.
all right. Right, the sailors in that they do have a brig there, so they'll throw him in there.
Oh, yeah. Throw him in the brig. That'll teach him.
Yes. Which is, let me put it this way, a dust-covered cage.
As long as he has
Right.
like something comfortable to lay on so he can recover from his injuries, it's all fine.
Yes.
Maybe we will
it's called
improve
a
the
hull.
living. Okay.
Right. One
We'll get him
criminal
a
in the
clean
brig.
blanket.
63 more to go. Now, you are casting off. Excellent. Although as you just finish putting the settlers into their quarters, which by the way is a deck. Just a simple wooden expanse.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't they have any?
Sailors are explaining the concept of hammock to them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Don't they have like a bunk or a hammock or something, or at least a blanket?
This is not a passenger ship.
They need at least somewhere to sleep.
Yes. So luckily, actually one of you know that Null first mate.
Mm-hmm.
His
Oh,
his presence, his strangeness makes people just listen to him as he explains hammocks, and he is helping doling out hammocks to those who didn't bring any bedding with them.
Oh, okay.
So yes,
It's good. That's good.
you did prepare that. Yes.
That's good.
Or at least the ship did. Right,
Yeah.
let's see. And I believe now, Nico,
Yes.
what does your character do? You've gained birth.
Naturally, he's sweet talking one of the
Naturally.
female members of the crew who ain't having none of his charm.
Nope, most of them are just too busy doing their job.
Yeah, so he's
Go
like,
charm Eris. She's easily charmed.
yes, dear gentle viewers, they have Eris Deron, I think, on board, who is a
Yes,
priestess
we've got an
of the
Eris.
host.
Let's hope. Yes,
Yes.
and she's also a healer. Let's hope she's not gonna get stabbed by a guy with long hair and a very big sword.
Is this the point where I say that the natives of Xen'drik naturally have silver hair?
Oh no. She's just asking for it.
Mm-hmm. Right. So you are charming the ladies. They are. This is going to be a long journey, and there are a few ladies that take a long time to charm. How convenient.
Lollygagging.
Indeed.
and it's literally like the most basic. He just like strides over. He's got a very, very like arrogant, very like posh posture. He carries himself
Mm-hmm.
with somewhat some form of
Audacity.
importance, even though he has none. And then he just like leans over and says, "Hey,
I'm the
Mhm.
posh
I
one.
bet your parents were both oysters because you are. And I bet both of your parents were like Clams?
No, say
Because
oysters.
you-
That sounds a lot more positive.
Yes, oysters. Yeah.
Oysters don't make pearls.
Anyway, yes, because you are a pearl.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, and walk off.
Wait. One of the smaller goes, "You mean a clam? Oysters don't make pearls." The other one just hits you in the face, and when you just stand there for a little bit, she's grinning at you. She hits you again.
Okay, you're now playing Johnny Bravo. Okay.
Okay.
He also warns that reaction when he just opens his mouth to women, they just automatically punch him.
Yes, what was I was going to say? Ah, yes, but you can't possibly fail. One of these days, she's going to see your charms.
Yes.
Hello, pretty mama.
And then when he slapped like twice, and there goes the woman of my children. There goes the mother of my children.
Let me force some sunglasses for you.
The woman
Yes.
turns around, walks back, and slaps you twice again. You overheard that.
She wants me. And then you say, and while you're lying on the ground, you go like, she wants me.
Yeah. This time a bit more quiet. He's had his share of slash.
Unless you're into that stuff.
Yep,
He'll
he's
be
Johnny
like,
Bravo.
He'll be like, she'll be back in a few hours. Always do.
All right.
To slap you again.
Now, on to our dwarf who has a job to do. What do you do?
Grimgol is already looking through the pieces of stone to find a good piece to craft a new pipe.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes. That was a bit of a pickle. You have 10 tons of stone. I think you will find one. You bought just the basic normal stone, so that would be Sharn White stone, which is solid, good, and it has a white color if treated properly, but can yellow very quickly in the sun otherwise. Luckily, I presume you know how to treat it properly, to get it so that it keeps that bone white look.
Yes.
Right.
I
You
search
find
for a good piece and start crafting.
All right. You are joined by an elf, actually, an elf female who is rather tanned. She smiles at you, nods. Is this hunk of stone taken? She asks politely.
I know Elven Guild's gonna take my stone.
Is this hunk of stone taken? Actually, my wife died a couple of years ago, so I am very available.
That was unexpected reaction.
But he has a very stern face. He keeps looking at a piece of rock. And
I shall take that as a yes then. And then she basically just sits between the rocks, crosses her legs, half closes her eyes, and then does nothing.